Welcome to Florida Man Investing. We're going to be, like usual, checking out a couple NFT projects, some stories, some charts in the markets. All right, thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. All right, so first things first, we're going to be checking out the stock market. We do have kind of a sell-off here on a Friday, which is not uncommon, especially we have an extended weekend. So it's not uncommon to see a pullback in the stock market. And then again, when we have the stock market pull back like that, we usually start to see that affecting Bitcoin and the cryptos. And we did see a bit of a pullback here on Bitcoin. We are printing these green dots here, and we are trying to, we'll just kind of go over this a little bit here. We do have the MACD cross back here. And then we started printing the green dots, but we did pull back a little bit on the price right here. But kind of in the big picture is we're still under this sell order, this sell signal right here, and we haven't really broke out of this sideways action right here. Is kind of what we're looking at. Kind of bring up some pivot points. I mean, we're just kind of trading straight sideways a little bit, so we're not seeing much movement for Bitcoin right now. Turn this off here. So we almost have a little bit of a downtrend happening right now. So let's check out a couple other ones. We did have Ethereum. We're looking at the 4-hour. We are under a buy signal we said the other day, and we are kind of making a upward movement here on Ethereum. Take a look at Cardano, ADA here for on the 4-hour. We did print a buy signal. We are printing out these green dots, but we're starting to get a pretty big sell-off candle here. And just kind of looking here, we're already crossed over up on the top side of the MACD. We'd like to, we'll show you on another coin where we like to see when we do see the buy signal. There's some of these indicators down here we like it to line up a little better. Right now we're looking at Matic Polygon. We did print a red 9, and so we are coming back down from that. We are still on the buy signal here for Matic. But as of right now, we are looking like we might come down. We're up on the top side on the MACD. The TTM squeeze is look like we're starting to come back down. We might get a cross here on the MACD, and we are getting pretty close to that 70 on the RSI. So we might see the Matic Polygon come down a little bit is kind of what we're thinking. All right, so now we have Algorand, and this is one we kind of been watching. And if you look at the 4-hour, it's kind of like what we're saying. Everything's kind of not lined up the way we like it. But if you switch over to the daily, Algorand's looking pretty good. It looks like we're starting to make a switch. We just printed a green dot. The MACD is starting to cross down here on the bottom side, so that's good. And we're starting to trend up here on the TTM squeeze. So and we do have the RSI, it's under 50, I mean, we like to see that a little bit lower for a bigger run, but this one here, I like to watch this on the daily to kind of see if we get a buy signal come in on the daily, and this might be pretty good for Algorand. And these are some of the signals that kind of brought our attention to, it's not a favorite coin of ours, but it just caught our attention because we printed this buy signal on the daily, and then it wasn't that long ago that we started printing the green dots. We did get a red 9, which usually means a pullback, but if you look at, this is Terra Luna Classic. I know it's not a lot of people's favorites. There's a lot of bad things that happened to it, but if you were buying in here, we had a great run, and as of right now on the 4-hour, we are kind of coming down to back test a little bit, and this is not a bad thing. That was one thing we were concerned about, was just how fast it run, and we didn't want people to FOMO in on it, but it was running really good with 30-60% a day, and we were getting some pretty good gains on that. We're still under the buy signal. We're still printing the green dots, but we are back testing a little bit. But if you look back here, the resistance was around, we're just going to call it 16 because it's 00016. So there was a resistance here that came in back in July, and then we traded sideways for a while, and we did break out of that, and now we're coming back down. That was kind of the, like, as of right now, that might be a price to watch to see if we do come back down that far. I'm not seeing it. I think we're gonna keep maybe trade sideways up here for a little bit over this long weekend, or might come back down a little more because it might be people pulling out profits right now because of the long weekend. It's not unheard of. So definitely keep that all in mind. Just be careful with ones like this. The only reason we're talking about it is just how much potential and how much we saw it shoot up. And we saw that buy signal on the daily, and that's when we got in. So just kind of wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. I know we been looking around YouTube trying to find more people talking about it, and it's kind of like been the elephant in the room. No one even wants to bring it up. So just kind of showing that to you, but remember, with this is a high risk coin at this point, in our opinion. But we will show you some articles that we found doing some research that's causing this to kind of shoot up. All right, look at some stories real quick. We have the stock market it haven't bottomed yet, and investors should still wait for bullish signals. And yeah, we tend to agree with that. We for the stock market, there's a lot of uncertainty. We do have the job numbers come in, and the unemployment rate wasn't um, as much as, well, it was a little more than expected, just by 0.2 points. So it wasn't much, but it is kind of starting to show that the rate increases are affecting the markets a little bit, and this might help them not do a 75% rate hike. I know a lot of people are calling for a 50% rate hike. We think it's going to be a 75% because we don't think inflation's coming down as fast as they are hoping. All right. All right, back to the Terra Luna Classic news, and it's not a completely rogue thing that's going on. Binance, Kraken, Bybit, all these other exchanges have supported this network upgrade. So we're getting a burn. We're also getting the staking back, and that's what's limiting the supply. It's kind of helping the price rebound a bit. So we looked into it a little bit, and you can follow this Twitter staking showing how much is staked, the supply, and we also have the burn tracker one, and it's showing ones that are burned. We have some with the address. You can actually go and verify it. So, just something to look into again. It's like I said, there's not a lot of people who were talking about it, but we were seeing some pretty good gains on the small trades we did put in. We do like a smaller portion of our portfolio for the high risk. You get high rewards, but it's high risk. So check it out if you're interested. All right, so let's talk about some NFTs. We got a couple mints that's going to be happening pretty soon on Cardano. We got the Trouble Cats. It's minting on the 9th of this month, September. So one thing we were noticing when we were checking it out was they do have a pretty good amount of followers, which is really good. And they're not following a lot of people, which a lot of times, can be an indicator of them really that they're drawing more people in than they're reaching out to try to get followers. So that's actually pretty good. So that means people can be pretty bullish about this project. And we go and check out their website real quick. Dart's pretty cool, and it looks like they have a lot of good traits. You don't see a lot of repeats, and a lot of variety, and that is definitely something that we like to see. We do have the roadmap up, and it's definitely seems to be a good community that's backing this. As you see, when we were looking at the Twitter, one of the tweets they had is they got 4,000 members on Twitter and Discord, so they are being backed by their community. They're following them everywhere they can. That's always a plus. Um, And one thing we did notice about this team is they do have their Twitter links on here. It kind of says who they are, which is good. So when you go and click on their Twitter links and go and check out the profile, so that's cool that they're doxed a bit. So you can go and check them out. And Project 2090 PFP here. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go and check out a couple other projects. All right, so our next project we want to talk about is Cardano Casino NFT. It's going to be minting on the 3rd, so that's tomorrow. So that's go check them out. We check out their website real quick. It's pretty cool. They're going to be working on a gambling card games experience, peer-to-peer betting. So this is a legit gambling is what they're looking at, and it looks like you're going to be able to get some dressed up coins as your NFTs. We do have some pretty cool little traits here on these. Oh, they're poker chips, not coins. Sorry. But yeah, you get some chips here. We're going to have some different traits in them, so pretty cool. So go check them out. They got a roadmap set up. If you want that game and betting aspect into your NFT, this is going to be minting tomorrow, so definitely go and check them out. And another one we want to bring up, because you see we got some that seem to be a community based, and then we have a gambling game based. And so the next one we want to talk about is, all right, so this one's more art based. It's a Genesis Art Abstract NFT project. They are a collection of paintings called Critical Points, all renditions of key moments in the cryptoverse and traditional market volatility. And when you check them out, it's really cool art. And we'll just show you some of the. We got some favorites down here that they were posting up. There's the whale, that was pretty cool. This one we like right here. You got some bullish candles, as you see. You know, reading charts can be an art form, and this is a abstract art take on that. We have the engulfing railroad candles here. This is just a pretty neat aspect of it. You know, when we go on vacation, myself, I like going to art galleries, and looking at different things, different abstract arts I'm a fan of. So we do like this. I didn't find any minting information of when this is going to be out. So go check it out for yourself if you're into more of the art side, and comment down below, like, what are you looking for in an NFT project? Do you like that community? Is that more of a thing that drives you in there? Or are you looking for that game aspect? Or if you're just in it for the art? Or if you looking for that needle in the haystack that just combines all those perfectly? Just comment below, what are you looking for? Again, this is going to wrap up our video today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you next time.